Here it is, yet another smorgasbord of a video for the Detroit Red Wings. You see, yesterday when we had spoken about the Wings' historic victory, their first 7-game win streak in over a decade, when we made this video, it was more in the context of talking about the game itself. Oh, the Wings beat Seattle. Oh, it was really great. Oh, they had all these goals. Fantastic, right? But now I wanted to talk about some of the aftermath. Let's go over some of the comments made about forward Marco Kasper sticking out as a very good addition on that top line. Let's talk about some of the Red Wings' achievements as of late and go over some honors that had been given out to these players too. So, as always, the show is presented by ExpressVPN. Link is going to be in the description to the affiliate link if you wanted to save yourself some money and get some free months. Also, linked in the description is this article by Kevin Allen on Detroit Hockey Now. Let's go out there and read what some of these players have to say about Marco Kasper. After Kasper scored an empty net goal for the game winner on Friday, McLellan offered that it might be the confidence boost that he needed to ignite his offensive game. "You look at Dylan Larkin," McLellan said. "He got the empty net goal against Pittsburgh and felt good about it and took off." Just over 3 minutes into the next game, Kasper deflected a Larkin shot into the net to launch the Wings to a 6-2 win over the Seattle Kraken for their 7th consecutive win. Kasper had a goal and an assist for his second consecutive 2-point game. "I think Kasper has some real good offensive instincts," McLellan said, who has also used him in the final minute of close games. Dylan Larkin went out there and talked too. He said he appreciates Kasper's speed on the top line. "And he's tenacious on the puck, so it's been good," Larkin said. "And our whole team, everyone was skating with the puck and making plays and hanging onto it down low, so it's good to see Marco contribute, and a lot of guys tonight contribute on the score sheet." Kasper said his plan is to listen to what Larkin and Raymond tell him. "Yesterday in practice they told me to go to the net and good things are going to happen, and I mean, it worked out just fine," Kasper said. "I'm trying to go on the hunt, win pucks in the forecheck, just backcheck, just doing the best I can to find these guys, and then good plays are going to happen." This, of course, is a great testament to the skill set that Kasper possesses. He was more so projected as a top defensive center, not necessarily a guy who would excel as a top-line winger, but when you consider all of his skills, you consider what he does when he reads the game, how he plays when he doesn't have the puck, this is a guy who just kind of does all the dirty work that you need out of a winger for Larkin and Raymond. I mean, he's gotten himself 4 points in 2 games as of late with this top-line deployment. And no disrespect to Joe Veleno, who was on that line as well, but Kasper is just excelling in ways that we weren't really sure was possible with Veleno. So, Marco Kasper, at just 20 years old, he's a young, ambitious, aggressive guy, and a lot of people have really come to love him and his play the past little while, and that's very evident by some of the comments here made by Todd McLellan, as well as Dylan Larkin as well. D-Boss, baby, going out there and giving the seal of approval for a young Austrian. There were some other comments here as well. I guess we can talk about this here because it's in the article. They talk about Erik Gustafsson and how he's symbolic of the reality that players are raising their games with McLellan now in charge. Gustafsson hadn't found his game or purpose on this team before McLellan's arrival. "He's been outstanding, really," McLellan said. "The knock on him will always be, well, can he defend? Can he defend? He's doing an outstanding job of defending. He's bought into taking care of that first, and when you do that, it kind of opens up the other end as well. Vision, running a power play, offensive confidence, all those things are coming out now, and I think that's the player that the club was looking for when they signed him. And maybe more importantly, that's the player that Gus knows he is, and it's finally coming out." That, of course, bodes very well for the Red Wings because Erik Gustafsson, one of the 3 guys that we said was a part of that old Chicago Blackhawks team, he's been a really great player in the past little while here too. Let's go over to Erik Gustafsson and his profile. Let's just take a look at some of the numbers here ever since but Todd McLellan's arrival onto the team. Look at that, baby. 7 wins in a row, 1-1-1, 1-1-2. Lots of points here for Erik Gustafsson, and it's not like he's getting the most ice time either. I mean, some 12-minute games in there, 13, but I guess with more trust and more belief in his game, he's been played more. There are some 16, 17, 19-minute games in there too, so Gustafsson has been utilized more. And it bodes very well when you think about some of the other guys that we said were a part of that Blackhawks trio. Take a look at this. The Detroit Red Wings posted that Patrick Kane has been named the NHL's third star of the week, with 6 points in 3 games played. That, of course, is a testament to the greatness that is Patrick Kane, finally awakening his game and looking like the monster, the legend that we know that he is and can be. Patrick Kane, baby. I almost said Patrick Laine, actually. I was thinking about, in my mind, Patrick and then the A-N-E. Yeah, no, it's a little bit tough. Laine. Oh, there's an I in there. Never mind. But Patrick Kane, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points in 3 games. He has looked like a completely awakened player, reimagined under Todd McLellan. As we had said, McLellan knows what Kane's about. He had played off against Kane so many times in these playoff series and Pacific Western Conference matchups as a member of the San Jose Sharks and then eventually as the LA Kings head coach. So if there's anybody that has been exposed to the dangers of Patty Kane for as much as you can, it's probably Todd McLellan. And with Kane being named the third star of the week, it goes out there and cements his legacy for the season thus far. But that's not even it. To end off this video, what I wanted to do was talk about this post made by the Winged Wheel podcast. It was posted onto the Detroit Red Wings subreddit. Here's an update on the team since the play freaking hockey mindset was implemented. The Red Wings, ever since play freaking hockey, 7-0-0. They are first in the NHL in goals for per game with 4.43. They are 5th in the NHL in goals against per game played with 2.43. And they are first in the NHL in power play percentage with 52%. My gosh, 52% on the power play? My goodness, dude, teams need to stop taking penalties against the Wings because there is a higher chance it will be a goal against than it'll be actually killed off. First in goals, first in power play, 5th in goals against. I mean, what else is there to say about the Detroit Red Wings? Let's go back over and look at the point share ever since play freaking hockey was implemented here. So Patty Kane has himself 7 games in this sample, 13 points and a +5. Raymond, 7 games played, 12 points and a +4. DeBrincat, 7 games, 11 points and a +3. Larkin, 7 games, 10 points and a +4. And Mo Seider is a point-per-game guy with 7 assists in 7 games. Like, this is ridiculous. Patrick Kane's almost at 2 points a game in the entire stint since play freaking hockey was implemented. How much more belief do you need in a head coach that has set his team up in so many successful ways like this? Look at the point production here. Okay, let's do the pace over 82. Let's just take Raymond's right here. 12 divided by 7 multiplied out by 82. Raymond is scoring at a 140-point pace under Todd McLellan. Kane, he's scoring at a 150-point pace under Todd McLellan. DeBrincat, on pace for 130 points. Dylan Larkin, what's that, 10 divided by 7? That's a 117-point pace. Obviously, this is unsustainable. I don't think that Patrick Kane is going to score at a 150-point pace from now until the end of the season, but if he does, that would be pretty great. And I think it would really cement that idea home that, hey, what would have happened if Erik Gustafsson was just fired earlier? How would things have gone? Anyways, maybe that's neither here nor there. Maybe it's not worth thinking about anymore because it's already a done deal, right? But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below about the Detroit Red Wings and their stint under Todd McLellan so far. What are your opinions on these numbers, these points, and everything else in between? Check out ExpressVPN for all your VPN needs. You can get some free months by using the affiliate link down there in the description. But thoughts in the comment section about all these things about Detroit. Marco Kasper, the comments about him. The Patty Kane Prosperity Tour continuing with all these points and 3 Stars of the Week nominations. And everything else with the other point production and the results as well. The wins, 7 games in a row, first 7-game win streak in a decade. It's crazy, isn't it? Thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.